welcome to another live stream. Today I'm going to be doing my makeup to match my Disney ears. I'm going to go to Disneyland today and do some content for details. So I'm going to do like a little pinkish themed makeup look. And I just reorganized my drawer like for the new year. I got rid of some product and I put some new product in here. So I'm excited to go through all of that. My face has already been primed. I already did all my skincare and I did my sunscreen today. I usually do my sunscreen on camera, but today it's ready to go. So we're going to start with primer and I'm going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Just a little bit. Oh, maybe it's even less than I thought. I'm using like little tiny packets that I got at Beauty World. So let me see if I have another one in here because I'm pretty sure I do. I need scissors. These little packets they make are childproof. I can never open them. Okay. So now we're going in with the Hydro. And you have to rub this one in pretty quickly because once it starts to get tacky, if you keep rubbing it in, like it starts to like pill. So once it gets tacky, you have to resort to tapping it in. Okay, so we'll give that a second to settle. We're gonna go in next with eyelid primer. I also put baby wipes in here for the new year because I apply so much product with my fingers, I constantly need to be wiping them down. So now I have baby wipes in here, so that should help me out a lot. Okay, so now we're just getting a little bit of eyelid primer out if I can get any. I'm using the very last little bit of my Prime Time, which is my favorite eyelid primer. And I think it might be out now. I'm not able to get any more. Oh no! Yeah, this one's empty now. Oh no, this is my favorite. That's all I was able to get out. So this one's officially done for. Oh, something else too is I did do a little touch of mascara off camera, like off the live stream, which I normally don't do. I normally do my mascara at the end, but I'm going to be trying to apply false lashes today. I'm not a false lash girly, so this should be funny because I don't know. I'm not a big fan of wearing false lashes and I don't have a lot of expertise for applying them to myself. So it should be interesting. I did get a little bit more of that Prime Time out. So just kind of tap, warm that up a little bit. Blend it in just by tapping it and pressing it. And then I always press a little bit under my eyes too. And I feel like that really helps with the creasing, like helping your concealer not to crease. So I'm really sad about my Prime Time. That was my favorite eyelid primer and it's officially done for today. So now let's do eyes. So for eyes, I'm gonna do the Stila, this very pastel-y pink eyeliner. And I like this eyeliner because it matches my ears really nicely. It's like almost the exact same shade. So we're just going to start with a little bit. And it doesn't have to be perfect right now because I will go in and fix it when I'm done with my eyes. This is like drying up too. That's a sad day. Okay. It's a sad day for me. This eyeliner is drying up too. I feel like that dried up pretty quickly. I didn't get that many uses out of it. So now that that is done, well, not done, but it's like a little blueprint for where we want our eyeliner to go. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and this nude color. And just lightly apply that to my whole lid. Bringing it up to the brows. Oh, I picked up a little orange from the palette. Oh well. Trying to cover up that orange that I got, because it's right next to the color I was using. So just putting a little bit more right there. Okay. So now that that is done, I want like a really soft pink. So I'm gonna lay down some ColourPop. Let's see what we have. We'll stick with the princess theme today. This is the Moana shade from the Disney Princess ColourPop collab, and it's very shimmery. I'm gonna take a different brush. I'm gonna move on to this one, pick up a little bit of that, and just put it in the center and bring it up to my eyebrow. And I'm using this brush because I want a lot of product in a particular area. So I'm not using a blending brush because I want it to stay right in the center. I want it to stay where I'm putting it. And then this brush also just picks up more product than this one would. So, okay, so now that we have a little bit of shimmer there, I'm gonna go in with another ColourPop. And we're gonna just do like a pinky shade. So actually that's more peach. I want to do something a little bit more pink. Yeah, let's do this one. So we're gonna go in with this shade right here. And then for this same thing, I'm gonna use that same brush. And I'm gonna just put it right above my eyeliner and follow it. And then just bring it in towards that shimmer. So we get a little pop of pink right there. It looks more hot pink than it does on the palette. On the palette, it's like very soft. And I'm also gonna just do a little under there and a little in that inner corner. I think this side needs a little bit more. Okay, there we go. It's giving like Barbie pink. Okay, same thing, just a little bit in this inner corner. Okay, that pink actually turned out a lot brighter than I wanted. But it's still cute. I'm wearing a pink sweater today, so it's gonna just be pink vibes for the day. Now for the inside, I think I'm gonna just stick with the pink trend here and do a super pink shimmer. So let's do, again from ColourPop, this is the Tangled palette, how fitting. This one right here. And I'm gonna go in with this shimmery pink right there. And actually, let me swatch that out because I think the last time I used this shade, it ended up being more yellow than pink. So let me just take a little bit and swatch. Let me see the one next to it. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go with the one next to it. Let me show you my little swatches. I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? No, it's not. It's too little and it's too weird of an angle. So that's the color I'm gonna go with. So I'm gonna go with this purple one instead. This one just has a lot of like yellow gold in there, which is really pretty. But for the look I'm going for today, the purple one is gonna be better. So I'm gonna go in with a little small. I feel like I keep seeing a spider above me on my light. But every time I look up, like I can see it in my peripheral vision, and then every time I look up, it's not there. So either I'm hallucinating or that spider's just really fast. So I'm trying not to bring it down too much so that that pink stays there. That little pop of pink that I put in my inner corner. So now I think I have enough glitter. I'm gonna start to blend it in with that center sparkle. So I don't know if you guys heard the news, but the news for 2026 is that the clean girl makeup is out and the colorful, vibrant, bright makeup is in for 2026. And so far, I've definitely been seeing that trending. A lot of people are just doing a lot more eye makeup than they were doing in 2025, myself included. But I feel like I've been doing more eye makeup recently. The clean girl makeup look got old. It got boring. It got old really fast to me. Okay, I like that sparkle in there. That looks really pretty. And it's more pink than the first one I was gonna do. So I'm glad I changed it. So I'm not done with this because I think I want to do a little bit of shimmer when I'm done with my concealer. So we'll come back to that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for my bottom yet, but we'll come back. That one's still a work in progress. But I think the eye look itself is pretty much done. I'm going to grab, what do I want to put on my brow? There was something that I used last week that was so pretty. And now I'm completely blanking on what it was. I'm completely forgetting what I put, but it was so pretty and I used it like as a little highlighter. But I think I'm gonna go with the Fenty Diamond Balm, the pink ice, because it has like those kind of pinkish hues that we're trying to go for. So I'm gonna go with that one. So again, switching out my brush, I'm gonna do a fluffier brush for this one. And I'm gonna do a few little dips in there because I want a lot of sparkle. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's there. There's the before, there's the after. It's very, very glittery. And I've learned that with this, with the Fenty Diamond Balms, the more you apply them, like the more you break down the makeup, the wetter that like highlight is gonna look, if that makes sense. So it's gonna break down those glitter little particles and give you like a very like smooth, wet glitter look. And so I kind of love that. Because if I wanted just a straight glitter, I would just put it there and not really mess with it too much. The more you mess with it, the more it breaks down. So I don't know. I love these. I love this one in particular. This is the pink ice. Yeah, it's really pretty. I could see it really well in my mirror. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. Okay, so I think we're done with that portion of the eye look. Let's move on to face now. Let me just clean my brush. It's clean. Okay. Let's do, what do I want to do first? Oh, you know what I recently, because I was just cleaning out my drawers and I found this little bottle of this old liquid foundation from Bare Minerals. And it was so small, it kind of got lost in my makeup drawer. I forgot how much I love this. I just have to shake it because she's old. She's an older lady. But this gives me like the most radiant, smooth. Let's see how much I can get out. Oh, come on, come on. Okay, let's see. She's a little bit thicker now than she used to be. But the coverage she gives is exactly what I like. Very skin-like, very, look at that. Look at that hydration there. I'm sad I forgot about her for so long. But I just got her as a little sample, and then she's so small, she just kind of fell to the back and got forgotten. But she gives skin. Dewy skin. Which is exactly the type of coverage I like. I think I need a little bit more for this side. So I'm definitely going to use her up until I can no longer get anything out of her. Ooh, I got a little bit too much. That was a good one. That was a good foundation. It's discontinued now. But look at that. Look at that. I haven't tried any foundations that give that very light, dewy coverage. I love it. I'm here for it. The brush choice. I don't know about the brush choice. This is I've never used this brush before. It's a little, I got this at Beauty World last year. And it was another thing that I recently found when I was cleaning my stuff out because it's so small. It has a little dip there for your foundation to go into. When they released that foundation, the one I just used, they had a brush that went with it, and that one was so much better because the bristles were more compact. So this one is kind of leaving a little bit of streaky. A little bit of streakiness. You just have to really blend everything in really well. Let's see that streak right there. The other brush that they had before this one, similar style, but just better bristles, was better. Okay. Okay. So let's do a little concealer now. I have a lot of foundation under my eyes, so we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna do a little color corrector first. Where's my brush? This one. I'm just going in with the Neutrogena pink color corrector. I may have put a little bit too much. Okay, or not, maybe. Maybe it's just working with that foundation. Okay. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. It um blended in with that foundation really nicely. If anything, I just need a little touch of this is another discontinued product. It's the Hourglass Retouching Fluid. And I use it as a concealer because it's really lightweight, but it doesn't give you a lot of coverage. So I always have to pair it with something or just accept the fact that my coverage is going to be pretty light. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that brightened up my eye right there. Okay, so I need to fix that part of my eye. Let's try and fix it with a Q-tip. I'm just gonna go in with a dry Q-tip because I did my mascara first today, which is not customary. But she kind of got a little bit smudged when I was pulling in that pink down there. Might as well, since I'm here, go in that crease a little bit. Okay, so now I do want more pink under my eye. Let's... I'm trying to decide if I want that hot pink again or if I want to go with softer. Let's see if I can find a little softer pink. Okay. Let's try... No, not that one. Let's see how Ham looks from the... We're going to try this one up here from the Toy Story palette. I'm going to go in with a finer. This is an eyeliner brush because I don't really like my eyeshadow to go too far down under my eye. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just because where my crease is, I just have to be extra careful with putting eyeshadow there because if it goes too low into my crease, it looks weird. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna try and put some of that glitter from the Tangled palette down. That might not work with this little brush. Let's try it though. Okay, that's pretty good for me. I don't want it to be super, I want it to be there, but not noticeably there. And then it's also a little bit hard to do since I have the mascara on my lower lashes already. I was testing, I threw away my Chanel and my YSL mascaras. So I'm testing new ones out. I tried the L'Oreal one today. It was okay. So like every eye has like a different mascara on because I wanted to see what I was going to use for the beginning of 2026. And then again with this glitter, I'm keeping it in the center mainly, blending it out to the sides a little bit. But primarily I want that attention on the center of the eye, so all the shimmer pretty much stays there on the lower lid, on the lower lash line. Okay, so that, I think we're done with that bottom part. Like I said, I really don't do a lot of color there. Let's do what color do I want to do? Let's do a little brown eyeliner. Okay, just a little bit. So just very lightly went in and filled, but it makes a little bit of a difference. Again, I didn't want to do it too heavy, so just very light pressure. Okay, that's better. Just a little bit. Okay, now let's move on back to the face. Let's do a little bit of bronzing. And for that, I'm going to use the Hoola, the Benefit Hoola. Ooh, okay, so an OG, popular little bronzing powder. And then I do apply with this with the brush that they used to come with, because I like that it's in a line. Then it allows me to be a little bit more precise with where I want that bronzer to go. So on the sides of my 5-head, I'll bring the brush and angle it like this, and then on the top, angle like that. Same thing with the sides, I angle it down. So before, after. And I just use a little bit. I just press it into the box pretty much. I have a little bit more on this side because of that extra press to show you guys. So I'm just going to bring it down, put some of that product there, and then go back and finish blending this in. And then we'll do another, and I just dip it. I barely press it into there. Okay. So that's pretty much it for the bronzer. We're going to be done with that. Blush, we have to do something really pink. I'm going to do, ooh, I think I'm going to do the Pillow Talk. This is in shade Pink Pop. This is one of my favorites. Let me get my brush ready. Trying to decide which brush I want to use. Let's do this one. I got this for free at Beauty World last year, and this is not a shade I would ever buy, but it turned out to be one of my most favorites. It's so soft and glowy. And it's very natural looking. Like it's barely there, but it's enough to just give you a little bit more dimension, a little bit more of a finished look. Did a little bit more on this side. So we're gonna have to kind of go back and forth for a little bit. Okay. I think this side has a little bit more, but I really don't want to add more to this side. We'll do just like that much and see how that looks. Okay. This side still looks like it has a little bit more, but I'm gonna just leave it. So I'm gonna leave that like that. Now let's set. Before I set, I'm gonna check for creasing. No creasing. The eyelid primer underneath the eyes, like on those fine lines, it really makes a difference. So I'm gonna set now. Let's do the Tarte setting powder. I'm gonna go back to my old little, I was trying different methods of applying my setting powder this week, and I still like this one the best. Just a little dust of it. Okay. So usually before I set my face, I would go back in and touch up my eyeliner. But I'm gonna try to apply false lashes today. Let's see how that goes. This is gonna be very interesting. Ugh. Let's do brows before we do that, so that way I could just be done. let's do a little touch of filling in. And I'm using the Benefit Precisely My Brow. So just a little there. And then I am going to go in with a little bit of the gel too. So this is their Gimme Brow. Just to kind of help hold. Give a little bit of tint, a little bit of color, but then also a little structure. Okay, so the brows done. Okay. I can do this. I don't know why this gives me such anxiety. Okay, let's try it. So where's my tweezers? Okay, here they are. I don't know why this makes me so nervous. Okay, let's try. I think this one is, I pre-cut these and I'm trying to remember. This one is this one. Okay, yeah. Shorter that side, right? Okay. I don't know, you guys. I'm going to use the Duo Little Lash Glue. And I'm going to apply. Oh my gosh. Why am I so nervous? Okay, now we're going to shape it a little bit. Okay, I think that's enough time. I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. That's the shorter side, right? Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Where's my little mouse, my little mirror? Here she is. Okay, guys, wish me luck. Okay. Okay, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe I didn't cut it short enough. See, I just always feel like I look so weird with lashes on. Or is it just me? Or is it just me not being used to it? Okay. I don't know. It looks so funny. No, I don't. Okay, so I never like that you can see where your lashes end. I don't know. I don't know. Do I press them together? What do I do now? To me, it looks so weird. Okay, let's do the other one. And I've had these lashes forever. I think I got these free in a beauty box. And obviously never used them. Okay, let's try. Where's my thingies? See, this side looks better. This side, I feel like you can see right where the little lash ends. I don't like that. That's why I don't wear false lashes. But then I don't know if I'm just not used to it or what. Where's my curler? I don't know. See, this one's smudged. Okay, I don't know. This one, I can see the little lash glue up there, which is going to bother me, but I'm also not going to try and remove it because then I'm going to mess everything up. So I don't know. These are the lashes for today. Not used to wearing lashes. We'll see if I do this again after this video. Okay, let me clean this up a little now that we've had time to sit. Okay, then I'm gonna do a little highlighter. Let's do the Fenty Bomb, but the original one. So this is the How Many Carats. So just very shimmer. No color in this shimmer. Oh, I don't want to don't want to put a bunch of glitter there. Okay, so the shimmer's there. I'm gonna touch up the eyeliner a little bit. The lashes did cover a lot of it. So let's see what I can do. There, that's what we're gonna do there. Same thing on the other side. So you have just a little pink trail right there. And then because I love glitter, we're gonna add a little bit more glitter. Gonna go in with the Urban Decay. This is in Distortion. And just make a little line under that one. Okay, a little bit more glitter because, of course, it wouldn't be me if there wasn't more glitter. Okay, I guess, I don't know, maybe the lashes are growing on me. I don't know. Okay, let's do setting spray. I'm not gonna mess around today. This is what I'm pulling into my beauty drawer for 2026. It's the L'Oreal Continuous Setting Spray. And then now all we have to do is lips. So let's do some pink lip. I think I already know what I'm gonna do for today. I'm gonna go in with the Estee Lauder. This is in shade Blush. Okay. So that is, and then also I was messing around. I did play around with makeup today before I started this live stream. I have a lip tint on. It's the Poppy tint, the one from Benefit. I think it's Poppy. Let me see what I have. Posy. It's the Posy tint. So that's why my lips are so pink already. So the eyeliner, I mean, the lip liner on top just adds to that. And then I'm going to go in with this very bubblegum pink. This is called Bunny Tongue. This is the Sachu Lip Elixir. And that's pretty much exactly what I wanted for my lip today. So pink without being too, without being like too baby pink, but still pink. And it kind of matches my eyeshadow. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the look today. I think it looks pretty good. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I'm trying to do more live streams. It's just so hard with everything. But thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for subscribing today. I see your comments. I don't interact with a lot of commenters just because it would just take too long and it would take time away from me doing my makeup. And I just really want to get this out because I do have to live stream later on today and create content for another channel. So I have a busy day. And then in general, like, I kind of just want to talk about makeup and review products. And I appreciate all you guys watching. I really do appreciate your comments. So thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next one.